I took my two goddaughters to the zoo the other day, and they're at that face painting age, you know what I mean? The eldest one's got her face done as a tiger, and I don't know how I feel about that at the zoo, do you know what I mean? Not only do we lock up these animals, take away their freedom, we start taking the piss out their face. The youngest one's done her face as a dormouse. We're going round the reptile house, they're creaming the drawers in there. It's like a Komodo dragon started laying the table. Here, I'm at the zoo. How weird's this? The zookeeper comes up to me. Hello. Would you like to feed the monkeys? Would you like to get in the cage and feed the monkeys? With some fruit? Well, I realised he had a lazy eye and was looking at the girls. Then the girls go, we don't want to get in the cage and feed the monkeys. Will you do it, Uncle Alan? No. What a wonderful idea. And I'm in this cage, people are filming me, taking photos, shouting commands, stroke the monkey, stroke the monkey. Faster, harder. Dance with a monkey. Look like you're enjoying it. Then this school kid goes by, look, it's got a stiffy. I actually looked down at my own crutch. Honest. No, I don't fight anymore. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Thank you, yes. Monica used to love a fight, Monica. Honestly, she don't fight anymore. She's calmed right down. We thought it was a medication. But the metal plate in her head had been picking up smooth FM. Don't laugh at a metal plate. Don't, no, because people pick on her because of this metal plate. Don't, people are horrible. We went shopping the other day and someone had written on the back of her head, loser in fridge magnets. You're not nice, Manchester. Your feelings. I tell you, when was the last time I was actually in a fight? Do you remember the student riots? No one remembers the student riots because of the recent riots, didn't they? Everyone's forgotten about those student riots. People actually get misty-eyed about those student riots, didn't they? You're going, do you remember when Camilla was poked with that stick? You're like, oh. Good old days, you know. Did you have riots here in Manchester? Yeah, you did. I know. My friend rang up and said, oh my God, they've smashed up Patisserie Valerie. I went, what? Manchester's got a Patisserie Valerie? Listen, I was on this tour driving up the Skegness, you know, when all the riots started. Don't cheer that Skegness. I was driving up there, and of course I'm here in Manchester, it's in the riots, Ealing's been destroyed, Lewisham set on fire. Of course I arrive at Skegness, I'm like, why would you do this? Why would you smash up your own community? What, it always looks like this? Did you see it when they burnt down that Greggs? Did you see all the fat looters hanging around? Steak bake. We know those student riots. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was on a Saturday, yeah, and it happened right out where I worked on my Radio 2 show, yeah. I had to cycle to work. Do you cycle here in Manchester? No, you've done a fucking survey. How do you know? There's a lovely tradition in London. If you see a cyclist, you try and kill them. People have to remember, I've only got a bell. I only have a bell. You're getting cut up by these 10-ton trucks. Learn how to drive, Four Eyes. You're like, yeah? Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding. Yeah, I know you could crush me to death, but how'd you like to live with tinnitus? Ding, 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 ding. No one likes cyclists. They hate cyclists. They're all getting excited about the Olympics, aren't they? Oh, we're going to have Olympic cyclists around. Oh, yeah. I tell you what, why don't you put a bus lane in that velodrome? Yeah, see how many gold medals they get when they're weaving in and out of number 99 with a bus driver off his face on skunk. Well, I've got my helmet on. I'm cycling along. I've got my lycra. I can see him looking at me thinking, battering ram. You just know in 5 minutes they'll be using my teeth to prise open the door of a Santander. I'm not an animal! I'm not an animal! But it's hard to be intimidating when you've got lycra on. Do you know what I mean? Because every time I shook my fist, they started looking at my smooth hump. Like you. Oh, I don't know if you saw the footage, but they ended up pushing me into a shoe shop. They smashed up this shoe shop. I got pushed in it. They stole my bike, pushed over all the shoe racks. I was there by myself. I thought, what would Bear Grylls do? So I drank my urine out of a size 10 brogue. Monica writing. She ain't even got a bloody job. She got sacked from her last job for stealing. Do you know what she used to steal? Those Bounty ice creams. She used to stick them down her knickers and walk out the shop. I tell you, that was no taste of paradise. She said to me, Alan, all jobs are boring. I said, all jobs are boring, aren't they? All jobs are boring. I had the worst jobs ever. Do you know my first summer job? It was in a cereal factory, taking the raisins off the back of a lorry to put into fruit and fibre. Not individually, they're in a box. Look at the way she's looking at me. I weren't that thick. I'll work through my lunch. I had to work opposite this woman who had a hairy mole on her face. She'd been moved from Cocoa Pops because she was an accident waiting to happen. I got my old CV out, and I showed her the hobbies and interests bit. I mean, when you look back at your CV, hobbies and interests, what a load of bullshit, innit? If you genuinely put what you did at the weekends, no one would employ you, would they? You have to put reading and going to the theatre, don't ya? So you don't look thick. I put all kinds of shit on my... Socialising. I have my stomach pumped once a weekend. Conversational Spanish. Hola. Cheesy chips, please. I mean, they invent things now I don't even know. Listen to this. I took my two goddaughters swimming at the leisure centre. No one told me they'd invented a wave machine. Did you know about this? I'm sitting there minding my own business. All of a sudden I hear... was round my weak leg. I thought someone had pulled the plug out. I'm like, help! Help! Then the lifeguard comes out with one of those white floats. Do you remember those floats you get at school? Do you remember the texture of them? And they always had a bite out of them, didn't they? A bite. How far away from land have you floated that you're that hungry? Yeah, since I've done jury service, I'm getting good at spotting criminals and suspicious-looking people. Oh, yeah. I was behind this woman at the cash point, and I was doing the normal thing. You know, you've got to stand 2 steps behind, don't you? But, you know, it's when people start acting suspicious, they make you act suspicious. She was like this at the cash point. Then she says to me, "You're looking at what I got. You're trying to steal from there." As if I'm going to steal from her, do you know what I mean? Still £62.12 overdrawn. And the pin number 1234, she's not the sharpest knife in the drawer, is she? I can come up with that fucking pin. To be fair to her, it's hard to come up with pins and usernames and passwords, isn't it, that are unique. They tell you off, don't they? Doesn't it? I came up with a great one the other day from internet banking. Username, Fatty Fatty Bum Bum 69. I'm afraid Fatty Fatty Bum Bum 69 has been taken. What? What moron is going to pick that? And if you pick a password, pick a clean one, don't pick a dirty one. Because if it fucks up, you've got to speak to a human in a call centre about it. See it happened to me? Yeah. I rang them up. They said, my username is Fatty Fatty Bum Bum 70. 69 was taken, I was well pissed off. My password, Clitty Rub Quick. Lowercase. If you had a shit photo, you had a shit year. You had a good photo, you had a good year.